Fun fact, this bonehead forgot his pass, so right now the security is escorting me to my table to confirm that I actually am a booth runner at this con. So right now he's back here shadowing me, so hopefully I left my badge over there. Hey, no, no, hey, no, no, hey, no, hey. All right, update. I just want to let you guys know I made it back to my booth. It's all good. The plans for later on today, I plan on actually checking out like the other booths. I haven't actually took the time to take a look at some of the artists and what they have to offer, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm a sucker. I've been to these cons a few times and I like to walk away with a few prints, so we'll see what I walk away with today. All right, so just want to introduce you to one of my, well, I want to say friend at this point. You came in and like really appreciated and interacted with my booth, and you know what? I really wanted to get your insight, seeing as let me get this straight. This is your first time at a con as well?
This is my first time at a con.
All right, well, this is your first time at a con, and this is my first time running a con, so I would love to get your perspective coming in. So go ahead and introduce yourself.
Well, my name is Marvin. I am an artist as well, a little bit of traditional, mostly digital. And you know what I would say? We're good buddies.
Yes!
It only takes 10 minutes to find a guy that you really, really like.
Right?
So.
All it comes down to is good conversation, and you go, you know
right?
what? I respect this guy. I respect what this guy does. I respect his artwork. It's great.
Most definitely. I gotta say, when I first saw you doing the 3D modeling, I was blew me away. You were the only guy here that was doing that.
You know, I felt that was pretty, I had been to a couple cons before, and it was pretty niche, so I felt like that was a solid approach. So far, I'm getting a lot of positive feedback.
That's good.
The only thing that I'm regretting right now is I wish I had more, more characters to show off. Yeah. People are saying like, oh man, I really like the Garnet statue, but do you have Peridot or do you have Jasper? And and I'm just like, no, I don't. But you know what? Next time I'll have that.
Most definitely.
So what did you end up what made you come to this con? Like, did you just like?
My son runs a YouTube channel, and he liked anime. He wanted to go to the booths and everything like that, and I figured I would come along this time. And I was like, well, hey, maybe I'll find some artists or something like that. Lo and behold, I come and this entire floor has nothing but artists.
Nice.
I spent 8 hours yesterday talking to artists. I have like 90, business cards, and I spent my voice is hoarse by talking to so many artists. So much talent here.
Nice. Yeah. By the end of the day yesterday, I was beat. I was dead. I was just like, oh my god. I've talked to so many people. I literally just went home, got a bunch of food, and just played video games the whole time. A part of it was just like, no, we gotta go home and get some work done. I was like, no, we're gonna just sit down and play games.
I was sitting here like all night last night, going to Tumblr, finding this person, finding that person, follow.
Oh, really?
Follow.
So it's not like, okay, so this is my first time at this con, and I just put out my cards just for the sake of putting them out. So are you saying that you do that, like, that actually works?
Yeah, the key thing for me about coming to a con and seeing so many artists and stuff like this is establishing connection, building your own network.
Yes, networking. I totally feel you.
Any artist wants to get themselves known, it's more than likely by other artists.
Exactly. After the con, apparently they had whispers about an artist meet and greet, and we found the person who's typically in charge of that, but she wasn't doing it this year. And I was so bent out of shape about it, and she was just like, you know what? You're not the first guys to be asking about this meet and greet, and next, if you guys help me get this started, we'll totally talk about it and make it happen. And I feel like, that's the best part, because we meet up with these artists, we go, oh my god, you do this and that, and we share stuff, and now all of a sudden, we're talking to each other, we make good relationships, and we're sharing each other's work.
Most definitely.
in the middle of the vlog the other day, I had someone, like, as I was vlogging, kind of like plug the stuff that they were doing, and like I was totally for it. They're just like, hey, go check out my website. I'm doing this comic, A, B, and C, and I'm just like, yes, this is what it's all about. It's all about, like, as an artist, if you want to survive, you have to share your work, and I totally agree with that.
You do, and I think that was one of the things when I went to this con, and I started noticing that there were some artists taking that courage. You know, they had their own booth, and it was weird. You didn't see a whole lot of artwork popping up there, but they did it. You know, they got themselves down here. They were showing their artwork and stuff like that. And me as a fellow artist, getting over that fear. You know,
it takes a lot of guts to get here.
It takes a lot of courage.
I was totally feeling like the butterflies. Like first day setting up, I was like, no, I got this. Right, it's day 0. Like as soon as we start rolling up to con, I was like, oh my goodness, I'm gonna be here. Oh, this is weird.
Exactly. And I would say, like any artist, take the time, talk to them. You know, keep them going.
And honestly, just put yourself out there. That's like kind of my main thought process. Even if you don't think it's good, put it out there. Let people know that this is what you're doing.
Exactly. One of the people I follow is Jake Parker, and Jake Parker has a video on YouTube. You can check him out. He has this motto where it's good enough. It's good enough.
Done, not perfect.
Done, not perfect.
I've been saying that forever.
Done, not perfect, but good enough. All right. Most of the time, the art that you create, right, you will more likely file back. You know, however long after. Oh, that's my old stuff. I have artwork that I've done, and as soon as I complete it and I post it, I no longer like it. It's like,
you're just like, oh my god, right?
I got to get on to the new stuff.
Got next, keep going. But like at the same time, you're building a portfolio at that point.
You are, right? And like, your stuff is going to get better as you go along.
Absolutely.
You know.
All right, so going into this con, okay, so you appreciate the artist salad. Do you find yourself just, this is the best part of like being a part of this con, just coming into like seeing the exhibits and stuff like that?
Most definitely.
Nice.
Most definitely. I will spend the rest of my day hanging out here, talking to more people, looking at the cosplay, looking at artwork. I mean, checking everybody's stuff out. If you haven't had a chance to do it, definitely come down and do it. Check out a con. You know, this is my first, so I'm just totally blown away. It's like system overload. So much stuff to take in.
All right, excellent. Well, you heard him. First time going to a con. Okay, so one of our frequent visitors to the booth brought over this badass gauntlet. I'm like, oh my god, let me hold it. Who'd you get it signed by?
Sapphire.
Oh, the voice of Sapphire signed this?
Yes, Erica.
Ah, that's so freaking cool. Oh my god, I'm so jealous.
Can you do a quarter sheet?
Oh, if you were my friend's friend, I would steal this from you. All right, thank you very much.
Just want to make sure.
This is great. This is so cool. All right, I'm officially leaving the booth and walking the con to see what are my favorite prints. And I'm not gonna lie, the way I go about picking a print personally is a couple things. One, it comes down to what show and or anime I'm into right then, right? And so I'd like a really high quality like image from that show. And I usually like to go out of my way to make sure I get an original piece, like paintings and stuff like that. I don't know, as an artist, I really like to support and I appreciate the work that people do specifically that isn't just fan art. And I really appreciate artists who go out of their way to do that kind of work. So anyways, let's walk around this place and see what we got. All right, and we're back. I found a booth that I really want to go up and buy some prints from, but not only do I want to go buy prints from this person, I want to ask them questions. Their art is so, like, it leaves me like breathless. I can't even words thinking about these prints, these illustrations that she is able to create, and I am just blown away by it. Her level of artwork, her level of illustration is where I want to be. That's where I walked in front of her booth and I was just stunned by how beautiful their work was. Her name is Yume. I've heard of her before. I've unknowingly purchased like 2 of her prints, and I found myself back in front of her booth. It's a lot larger since the last time I saw it, but so much beautiful work. I can't even fathom. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is I'm hoping I'm gonna go over there and maybe she'll agree to be on my vlog and just answer a few questions, maybe give a few pointers, not as somebody running the con for the first time, but just as an artist at the level that I'm at currently. How can I get to where she's at? I'm sure the answer is draw, but like any like advice would be, I feel like would be amazing. But yeah, I'm about to go over and see if she says yes. That'll be great. Hey, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
All right, Yume, I believe?
Yes.
All right, so how long have you been doing this? How long have you been doing like con work?
Con work?
Yeah.
I think I started when I was 20.
You started when you're, how old are you now? Oh, if you mind asking. Actually, you know what? Don't worry about it. You are still 20, right? So I assume you were doing art before you did cons, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so how long? When did you start?
Well, I was always drawing as a kid, just for fun.
Okay.
But I started getting more into posting my art when I was 12 on DeviantArt. But at that time, it was just fan art and stuff. Like, I was really into Yu-Gi-Oh!
Nice.
Yeah, so I did a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Fan art, then Death Note fan art. I think around I was 15, I started doing digital work. Before that, it was all like Crayola color pencils. That's when I started doing with the Wacom tablet and the Photoshop, size stuff. Then I started doing comics when I was 18.
Wow.
After I got to college. And then I started doing the artist alley when I was 20. So now.
All right.
Yeah.
So, do you have any other, like, are you all completely self-taught? No schooling or anything like that? You didn't go to like a fancy college or anything like that?
I went to UC Berkeley
Okay.
for environmental science.
All right.
Yeah, but I did switch to an art major because I realized that art actually makes a bigger impact on what I want to do. So,
Okay.
yeah, so I switched from science to art, but at Berkeley, they don't really teach you like drawing skills. It's more like the philosophy of art.
Okay.
Like how to make your art meaningful or send a message, which I thought was also really useful.
All right.
And then for all the skill stuff, actually, it was just all the online tutorials that other artists post.
Oh, okay.
So these days, I also post some of my own art tutorials, kind of like give back to the community that helped teach me while I was younger.
So I heard you talking about like impact. I can definitely see that within your work. Your work feels like it's almost like a commentary on the world around us. What are the themes that you like to do for the world around us?
So some of the themes are usually related to personal life experiences. For example, I grew up in China, and the pollution there is really bad.
Okay.
So a lot of my work is about environmental protection, climate change.
I noticed that.
Yeah, and some of my comics, they all feature issues about family and like dysfunctional family or abusive family, because I also grew up in not a very happy family situation. So I hope my work will convey important messages and maybe help other people who are going through similar situations.
I guess at this point, as an artist, I'm not gonna lie, I look at your work, I've seen it before. Oh my I've purchased some of your stuff. I want to get to your level at what point. Do you have any advice for a young starting artist?
For young artists, I mean, besides the just practice, because practice makes perfect and there's no shortcut through that. Don't be afraid to Google for free tutorials, because there's a lot out there. I was able to teach myself everything I need through the free tutorials found online.
Okay.
And anybody can also, do that, because I know, like, you don't have to pay for expensive classes, especially if your parents don't support you. Because that's something a lot of people find it challenging. So. Don't be afraid to just teach yourself and dedicate all the time and effort to achieving your dream.
Simone, yours is the drill that will break through the vault of heaven!
Alright, well, you know what? Thank you a lot, Yume. I'm so happy that you did this vlog for me. I'm so excited that I got to meet you. I'm gonna find some of your work. I gotta pick which one that I want. I definitely want some. So, thank you very much. Alright. I've decided. I know what I want. An S5. Thank you very much. Your work is awesome, and I'm definitely gonna check out your tutorial videos. They're so cool. Are they on this website?
Yes.
All right, cool. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye. Thank you so much. Oh, Lordy Lord. Oh, baby. Whew. Man, she's such a wonderful person. I'm so happy that that she did that for me, and that meant a lot. I mean, I don't know, I'd like to think I'm more than just a guy in a crowd to her, but I don't know. Like, she probably has a bunch of artists that gush over her, but like, still, that was powerful for me. Anyways, on to the rest of the con. Back to my booth. Late.